Hi everyone, this is Gayle and welcome to Friday Frolics. It's been another week, 7 days. You can do a lot of things in 7 days. It seems like I cram a lot into it. Um, I think I told you last week that I had an appointment to have my car taken in for service and found out in order to get the problem fixed in my front end, it is the front axle housing on both sides that's bad, and that's causing a vibration in the front of my car. Eventually they will break and I'll lose control of the car, but they can't guarantee how long it'll take, but it doesn't have to be done right this minute. So all week long I have been busy trying to get together my Fun Stampers Journey stamps that I'm going to destash and putting them on eBay. And if any of you have ever used eBay before, it's not so much the listing, it's getting everything ready. I've got to take pictures of everything. I've got to edit the pictures and crop those so that they look kind of decent. And I have spent every waking moment that I haven't been asleep or doing something trying to get my eBay stuff together. And and these are just stamps. I have this box still to go. And these are my ATS stamps, the little ones. I've got those I still need to get on there. And then I start on the dies and my punches and anything else that I don't need. But I need to get $475 pretty quick. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm sorry, I hate to keep saying this, but because my extra time has been put into that, so far I have not done a video. And with Mother's Day coming this weekend, I don't know if I'll get a chance to do one. I'm going to try. If not, I will post another Patreon video on Monday. I might do that anyway just to give me a little bit of a breather, and then that'll give me time. It'll give me like a week and a half to get another one done for you for the next Monday. So I may do that, but I really apologize. I feel like that's all I do is apologize. And I know you tell me I don't have to, but you don't understand me. I make a commitment and I try to stick to it. And I just haven't been able to stick to my commitment since I've been sick. I'm still struggling with my stamina. If I look a little flushed and sweaty, it's because I just vacuumed upstairs, and it's not a big place to vacuum. It's just like a hallway and into my bedroom. The rest of it my daughter does. But just doing that, I am just exhausted. And I would like to kind of start, my house has gotten into such disarray because I just haven't done anything in a month. And it's, my fish tank is getting to be really green looking because algae is forming on the window, on the wall. So that's got to be cleaned. My rug in the living room needs to be vacuumed and steam cleaned. And there's just so much and that's in addition to washing dishes, washing clothes, the things that, need to be done. But you don't need to hear about all that. I didn't even mean to dump that on you this morning. Otherwise, I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm coming back a little at a time. I exercised 3 times this week, and the first one was really tough. But I made it through this time. I didn't have to stop, but I did tone down the intensity of a couple of the exercises because I just couldn't. If I kept them up, I just would have collapsed. But I'm doing well. I'm still watching Richard's tutorials on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. They're free if you want to watch. They're on RG Studio 360 on Facebook, and he's just doing so well. I'm so happy for him and the fact that his business is growing the way that it's growing because he's a godly man. We have Bible studies together. He's on the Bible app on the phone, and every week he has a 7-day devotion on the Bible app, and many of us are doing that with him. So that's always a good way to connect. On his personal page, which is RG Shares, that's not his personal page. His personal page is Richard Garay, but he's got one that's called RG Shares on Facebook. And if you get a chance to look at that, he does his faith journaling on there. He does recipes because he likes to cook, different things. It's more personal things other than just paper crafting. So it's just nice to see him growing in the Lord and, moving forward with this business. So I'm just really happy for him. And I have to tell you, since I got out from under the Fun Stampers Journey business, I feel like a big load has been lifted off my shoulders. I didn't realize how badly I was feeling. Ever since they let Richard go, the company is changing. They're not doing as many faith-based stamps. Looks to me like they're trying to run out the hobby coaches. I may be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. They're making it harder and harder for the hobby coaches to get anything. It's all, and I understand they've got people that need to make money. They're owned by investors now. And the investors invested to make money. So that's their priority now, is make money, make money, make money. And, when money gets to be the focus of a business, that's when things start to fail. And I just wanted to get out from under it before that happened. And evidently there's a lot of coaches, since I announced that I'd had left Fun Stampers Journey, I have had so many of them contact me and let me know how unhappy they are with the way the company's going. So I'm not alone. I'm not wishing any harm on anyone. I don't want the business to fail, but if something doesn't change, they're just going to turn into another, Penny Annie craft shop. It's not going to be anything fantastic. Even though their products, I truly believe their products are the best on the market. I love their stamps. They're red rubber. They're made here in the United States, and they have very sharp, clear images. I love their stamps. I love their paper. And one thing I have to say about their paper, I think I mentioned the Tuesday morning paper issue several weeks ago. One of the Fun Stampers Journey coaches did a video on the difference between the paper that she bought from Fun Stampers Journey and the paper that she bought from Tuesday morning. And there were a few differences, a few little slight shade differences. But the only thing I have, to say about that is, even within the Fun Stampers Journey papers only, there's one blue that the back side is an entirely different color blue than the front. It's like 3 or 4 shades lighter. And, so there's discrepancies in the paper they're selling now. So I really see no excuse for why they sold this paper to Tuesday morning at pennies on the dollar. I figure if Tuesday morning is selling it for $1.99 a pack, just think what they sold it for, what they sold it to Tuesday morning for. It had to be, pennies, because Tuesday morning is going to make their money too. Otherwise, it's not worth their going around and getting these things. But anyway, that's all behind me now. I took Fort Dix to the vet last week. I don't know if I told you this or not. I've lost total track of time. But I took him to the vet, and I think I took him last Friday, so I wouldn't have said anything, because he's losing his hair down his back. And when I saw that it was coming out, I just left it. I didn't want to do anything with it because I wanted the vet to see exactly what it looked like. And so when I got there, she ran sort of like a flea comb down his back and got 2 big hands full of hair. And he's a greyhound, which is a very short-haired animal. And to have 2 hands full of hair on a short-haired dog is a lot of hair. So she had to run tests to eliminate, there's Cushing's disease, which could be a cause. There's thyroid that could be a cause. And there was one other thing. And so she had to run tests, and she said the skin underneath looks fine. It doesn't look inflamed or anything. But it cost me $170 for her to tell me that he's okay, that she thinks it was from the stress of losing Pink, my daughter's greyhound. That when he went through his 4 or 5 weeks of really hard grieving, it just caused him to lose his hair. Because it seems to be fine now. It's now that we've gotten all the old hair off, that it looks fine. So I just had, that's another expense I've had in the last week, and that I'm sorry, I had to use my Patreon money and my Amazon influencer site money to pay that. So I don't have any money for supplies again this month, and I think I'm okay. I could use some clay, but I'm okay. And I've talked to Trish at Polyclay Play. It used to be that last year when I first, well, not last year, I guess it was year before last now, but when I first started doing videos, whenever I would use products that I got from her, she would, when she saw my videos, she would give me a $5 credit to use in her store, and I used them all the time. And then they stopped, even though I'm still, telling you when I buy something from her site, that I'm still, telling you about it, and hopefully you'll go to her site and shop. So I contacted her the other day and was asking her about an affiliate program, and she said she just started an affiliate program. So I'm going to be applying for that. So hopefully that'll be another avenue of income. Again, it doesn't cost you any extra, but if you buy your supplies and things from Polyclay Play, I'll get a small percentage. So even though it's a credit, that will give me my clay supplies. So that's something that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I've tried thinking of other ways to make money. I've got to do something. I've got to get my car fixed. And the eBay is the quickest and easiest. And the reason I chose eBay over Etsy is it costs 20 cents an item to post an item on Etsy. I can post this month on eBay for no fees. The only fees that I'll have to pay are the end sale fees. So if I don't sell it, it doesn't cost me anything. So I just chose eBay. If any of you are looking for Infant Stampers Journey stamps, look me up on eBay. My eBay seller name is GOT, which is my initials, hyphen GIFTS. Several years ago, I was in a gift. It's sort of like a wholesaler program where I bought gifts and then resold them, hopefully to make a profit. So that's where the GOT gifts came from. But remember, it's GOT hyphen gifts. And I'll try to put that link in the item description below also. But, it's just, it's been hard on me physically because of my health, but now it's also hard on me financially. And, I've got Mother's Day coming, and I really hope my kids give me money instead of gifts, because although my daughter's taking me to get a pedicure tomorrow, which I need desperately, but hopefully we'll get that done tomorrow. So that's my Mother's Day gift from her. My son, that's the police officer, and he's the one that has the wife that has breast cancer. He sent me a card with an Amazon gift card in it, so I know I can use that because my wish list just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And let's see, what else? My other son usually buys me flowers and takes me to lunch. So I doubt that I'll get any cash from them for Mother's Day, but that's okay. I have a birthday coming up later this month on the 23rd, and maybe I can get some help then. I don't know. But I've got to, there are some things that can wait. There are repairs that need to be done here on my house, and they can wait, but the car can't. I've got to get that done. So anyway, I hope you've had fun this week, and if you've done any clay projects, I'd love to see them. If you would post them on my email or on my Facebook page, and it's down below in the comments, I'd love to see pictures of what you're doing, just so I know that you're still there. Oh, another thing, I reached 7,000 subscribers this week. So I'm excited about that. Thank you all for spreading the news about me and my videos. The more you can get to subscribe, the better my chances will be that I'll make some kind of money from YouTube. It's not much. I get a little over $100 every 2 months right now. So the more viewers I have and the more likes I get and the more people that watch, look at my ads or whatever, then the better that gets. So I'm working on it. I'm really trying hard. So I hope everyone, mothers out there, I hope you have an awesome Mother's Day. I understand yesterday was Mexican Mother's Day. So if you are from Mexico, then hope you had a wonderful Mexican Mother's Day yesterday. And I will be back on next Friday with another Friday Frolics. And tune in on Monday. It'll either be a new tutorial or one of my vintage tutorials from my Patreon page. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. Love you guys. Bye-bye.